Yeah, telling me about markers now. Well, what do we want to do?
I want to help the guy find his brother's corpse.
Okay, so that's over here at the ransacked village. The
The other one with the well is much closer.
Yeah, let's do this. Because this one's real close. Yeah, if it bothers you too much, you can always bail. And I can just, like, forge ahead.
May the sun shine upon you.
I'm not... I don't know. I mean, on the plus side, we're fairly insulated from this kind of thing most of the time. It's just the occasional game that's just a little bit much.
Greetings, good man. Having trouble with your well? That's what I read.
Aye. 'Tis haunted. Has been for a good 20 years.
20? So why'd you put out a notice just now?
'Cause earlier on we drew our water from the river. But so many corpses floating in it after the battle it's turned noxious. My daughter Mandy drank half a pitcher. Fell dreadful ill, can't keep nothing down. She grows worse by the day. Herbalist claims you fight a fever with drink. And not beer nor cider, but water. Clear, pure water. And where am I to get that if not from the well? But first, the ghost's got to be driven away. And it don't let any man near.
This ghost. Describe it for me.
Well, it's awful frightening. Awful.
I meant, what does it look like?
It looks like a woman, but fresh from the grave. Wears a dirty dress, all rags, its skin flaking off its bones, and it howls like it's suffering.
Banshee?
Some wraith. Or maybe an alp.
If you don't wallop it, master. If you don't take care of it, that is, it'll come kill me daughter.
Fine, I'll help. Where's this well?
In Havel, a settlement on the heights. It's abandoned now, no one ventures there on account of the ghost being about. Drive it off. Please.
Yeah, we can do this one specifically.
So is the daughter... Where is she? One of the side rooms? Oh.
Well, we might be able to talk. I don't know if there's a bonus objective for helping the daughter. Unfortunately, they didn't do much of a job to, like, place the daughter and make her look sick or anything, so she's just kind of...
She's a fever. Has fainting spells. She's in a bad way, Master. A bad way.
I just like to look at these to see how people live in these 1 to 2 room houses.
Watch where you walk.
Horse bumps into someone.
Hey, you! That's amusing.
Kings do the fighting.
Take it easy.
But peasants do the dying.
What? You just...
It's okay.
That lady.
It's okay. The people around here are durable. They can take a horse to the shoulder and be fine. So, interesting thing about this game that I rather like.
Oh, look at all the deer.
Yeah. The horse actually is completely automated based on the path I'm following. So I don't actually have to control it as long as I'm on a main road.
Oh, okay.
Which
the horse just follows a path automatically.
I remember at the time when I first played this.
Yep, she just materialized.
Okay. Drip, snip, and there she is.
How do they even know that the well is
The
clean?
infamous well. A noonwraith. Wonder what it's doing here.
I mean, a woman very well could have been thrown to the bottom of it, and that's why she's haunting the place. Wells are often the site of, you know, an untimely end for a person that's been thrown down there and can't get out. Noonwraiths. So, by noonwraith, does that mean it's a wraith that can appear even during the day? Despite what is commonly thought, peasants do not interrupt their labors at midday to get out of the sun. They do so to avoid noonwraiths. Glad Raymond, peasants and their customs. On particularly searing summer days when the sun reaches its zenith, wraiths will at times appear, resembling sun-scorched women dressed... I still like saying zenith more. Oh well. Sun-scorched women dressed in long white robes. These are noonwraiths, the spirits of young women and girls who died violent deaths before their weddings. Wait, so that's why they're dressed in white?
Yep.
Ah. Driven mad with pain or anger, they wander the fields searching for their unfaithful lovers or backstabbing rivals, though they will kill anyone who does not get out of their way in time. They are often held in this world by some object of intense emotional significance. That is why, if one ever finds a wedding ring or a torn veil in the middle of a field, one should not pick it up, but instead back away as quickly as possible.
Something's tied the noonwraith to this place. An object. Something she needs before she'll leave this world.
Oh, a tree has grown in the middle of this?
Well, it's been abandoned
it's
for
been a
20
long
years.
time. Yep.
Old sheepskin.
So they said an unfaithful lover, or, ooh, is that a skeleton?
A man, stabbed with a knife, died on the spot. Animals fed on his body, picked his skeleton clean. More blood stains over there.
Oh,
But it's
a
not
yellow
his
diary.
blood. A journal. Might be useful.
Let's read it. So this is 7/3/1250. It's happened. Volker sent a petition of our grievances against the Lord to the court at Vizima. Listed all the harms that he's done to us. How he killed Johann for not taking off his cap quickly enough. How he trampled our fields when drunk and nary a thought of repayment. How he barged in during Peter's wedding and demanded his right of the first night. Wait, what?
Yep.
So, I've heard of this happening, but the Lord can just demand to spend time with someone's newlywed?
I guess so.
And by spend time, ew. Ugh, that's despicable. Now we finally got what we begged. Militel, for in our prayers for so long. The judge recognized our grievances and waived all our bonds and duties to the Lord. We can finally strike out on our own. At last, we can live as free men. So I wonder if this lady is the wife of, or was supposed to be the wife of Peter. The first day of our freedom. Hovel's not much of a village yet, but to my mind, it's better than the most fantastic palace. Volker fumed our home with hazelwood smoke to drive out evil. Buried a marten under the gate to make sure no thieves cross our threshold. And then he gave me a bracelet, loveliest I've ever seen. Mother said it's foolish to spend so much on a bauble when we haven't a plows nor hoes, that we ought to return to the merchant. Oh, over my dead body. I'll never take it off. It'll always be here to remind me Volker. How happy we were that day. Okay, so this is the woman's diary.
Yep.
And what was it, a necklace? Bracelet. He gave me a bracelet. So that's probably what we're searching for. They say the Lord is coming to see us, that he wants to make a deal, to beg for us to return to the village. They say he's calmed since his son died, that he's not as quick to anger about small slights. Well, we'll see. One way or another, I've no intention to move 1 inch from here.
That bracelet might be what ties the woman's spirit to this place. Bloodstains, barely visible. Someone was dragged this way. Someone who was still alive.
Ah, so the man who was stabbed.
Palm prints in blood. Small hands. A woman's. Someone dragged her out. She was wounded. Fought for her life. No body in sight, but might still find some tracks. Under the right conditions, bloodstains can remain visible for decades. Another print by the well.
Yep. I think she was thrown in.
Yep.
course, you're looting everything else first.
Of course. Well, there's more.
There's
more
probably
clues
more
in here.
Probably more lore.
But I'm also just trying to get everything in the immediate area. Nothing. Oh. I'm kind of shocked she hasn't, like, come for me.
Well, she's...
Oh, I see. There was just nothing there.
It's really just the well that she's hovering about.
Unsurprisingly. Probably where her body is.
Mm-hmm. And where the bracelet is, if she was to never take it off. Which begs the question of why she is searching for it then, if it was with her all along. Unless we have to go to, say, the local lord and rip it off one of his heirs' hands or something. Or arms, I should say.
Yep.
Ooh, what's this? An old...
Bodies dried to a crisp. Signs of burns. Noonwraith did this.
Dogs, wolves.
Whoa, got too close.
Might have to fight this thing.
Pull out the silver blade.
I think I did.
Okay.
Come on, come closer.
Let's see. It's weak to earth.
How can you tell that?
It said so in the beast chariot.
Ah. Well, that would slow it down.
Got it.
She fled, but she'll be back tomorrow. Something's keeping her here. Noonwraith won't stray too far from the well. Noonwraith won't stray too far from the well.
Well, let's look in the well.
Noonwraith won't stray too far
Eh.
from the well.
You have to probably go up to it.
Yeah, there's the rope here.
Mm-hmm.
Bloodstains. Almost faded. But the line's taut. Something's not right.
Oh, do they hang her from it?
A corpse, hanged by the bucket rope. Woman the journal belonged to. Must be.
How is that all held together?
Wide pelvis, small jaw. A woman. Around 30, judging by the teeth. Left arm's missing.
Mm-hmm. The left arm
Need
with
to
the
cremate the
bracelet.
remains. Gotta find the object that binds her to this place before I do, though. Was she wearing the bracelet from her husband? Might be why her arm fell off. Gotta jump down there. Hope I don't break my legs.
Use the rope. Yeah,
Nope.
see, the rope is... the rope was... Oh, okay. Alright. Do you have a means to dive?
Actually, aha!
Quite cavernous.
Oh, I can dive.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. This doesn't seem right, though.
This is... I mean, who knows where it flows? Also, better go up.
Come on, Gary.
I would look immediately underneath, but it is possible that something dragged it away. Yeah, this is the main chamber, correct?
Yep.
Yeah, what's that? The ornate bracelet.
There was like a treasure chest around here.
That might be down the other corridor.
Yeah, maybe. Well, we have to go out that way anyway.
Mm-hmm. So these are a number of mushrooms, the puffs?
Yep. I
Oh
figure
no,
if,
these are other mushrooms.
if I'm in the area, I might as well grab resources, reagents.
Wow, this looks like mercury as opposed to water.
Yeah.
Just how slowly it flows.
Lucky not to come up empty-handed. A bracelet with an inscription. To Claire, from Volker. Bracelet must have belonged to the woman in the well. Lovely craftsmanship, but I'll have to burn it with the body to get rid of the noonwraith for good. Better do it near the well.
And you didn't retrieve her arm? But I suppose the object is what matters with the majority of her body. Ooh. 4 veins?
Maybe, yeah. I don't think I'm going to be mining it anytime soon, though.
And not underwater. That's for sure.
Certainly not. Oof, boy, it is dark. Oh, I got it. It keeps going. But yeah, I really like the mix of kind of folktale stuff. You don't see this in a lot of, like, RPGs, where they have, like... I mean, admittedly, I think a lot of this is based on Polish myth.
Need to prepare for this fight. Brew some wraith oil. Drink some potions.
So she'll be more formidable than last time?
Potentially? I am unsure. Like, I don't know. This game gets close to what a lot of CRPGs are for me, and I actually really like that. Most CRPGs, I don't know. Most RPGs in general I find can get kind of boring. But this one I'm invested, even in just side quests. And that matters a lot to me.
You're not going to brew any of those wraith potions?
Yeah, I was just grabbing more and getting close. And, you know, waiting to see if you'd respond. What? No.
Well, you do have the torch.
Tutorials. Okay. I've already done this. I already know these things.
Well, the game doesn't know.
Yeah, well, no. It does, because I've gone through it.
Ah.
Okay, so we have Wolvenhour. Temporarily lowers the required level of all items by 2. And there's that. But that's not really that amazing.
Now, was the recipe that the one man that we had saved earlier offered, wasn't that something to do with race?
No. That was owlbears.
Ah.
Okay, so mutagens are no good. We can make necrophage oil, but that's only good against necrophages. Grape shot, destroys monster nests. Not really that helpful. So cat grants sight and total darkness.
Mm-hmm.
Extra vitality generation. Fierce toxicity. What does spectre oil require?
Oh, additional effects in combat. Attack power versus specters. I wonder if a wraith would be considered a specter.
It is. It shows up in the glossary as such. So we've got to go find more Arnaria.
Flowers. Mm-hmm.
Or we could potentially just guts it. I'm in favor of just gutsing it for the time being, and if I get my butt kicked, then we go back for some other stuff.
You need to find the corpse. There it is. Wait, did you put the bracelet on her?
He will.
First?
He will.
Okay.
And the bracelet.
Yeah. Yep.
Igni.
Ugh.
Hey, I think it worked.
She disappeared again. Yep. 2. Oh, is only one the true one? Your health.
Getting low. I should probably be more careful.
Do you have any potions?
Nope.
She has a smidge of health, but you're gone.
Yeah, I'm gone. It's okay, one more try. I've barely done combat in this game, and I'm fighting her as a level 1 with no equipment. And she's a level 3. And, like, I know if I actually bothered to dodge, I'd be okay, but, like, tells are different. And this game is sluggish. Compared to, say, like... Let's see
And
if
the
we
bracelets. Ignite.
Damn it.
So how long you gonna make me wait?
This is another one of those things where the camera doesn't stay behind you, so you have to constantly twist.
Yep. Damn it.
You couldn't dodge roll that and then strike from behind?
I'm trying to parry. Because parrying does a lot of damage to her.
Yeah, but if it results in you getting hit several times in the attempt to parry once, it just...
Practice makes perfect. Okay.
Is she gone now? Or that one is gone?
Dunno.
Oh, watch out.
There we go.
She's gone. For good.
And we got a trophy.
What kind of trophy would you get from a wraith?
The head.
Ew.
Yeah. Not great.
But her head's over there, so how does the wraith have a separate head? It doesn't make sense to me.
Yeah, it don't. Oh. Need to go to the inventory. Okay, we know about food. I don't remember how to display trophies, and I'm not really sure if I want to. So let's not. I really like the lighting for, like, this hour.
It looks like a storm is brewing, too.
Yeah, like, a lot of games do clouds, cloudy weather, and, like, afternoons poorly. Like, what was I playing recently? Oh, right! I loaded up Cube World for a Let's Try, and, like, the sun was going down, and it was this really long evening, but it looked bad, whereas, like, this...
It looks like a storm's brewing.
It looks like a storm's brewing, and I'm kind of, like... Do you ever get that feeling when you can see a storm coming and you get kind of, like, that excited feeling?
Well, they even have the yellow light.
Yeah.
Which, if you've ever been out when there's going to be a storm, but the sun is low and the air is so thick with moisture, it just looks green.
Yeah.
Job done. The well was haunted by the ghost of a woman who was killed there. I drove it away.
I just hope every unburied wretch don't start haunting us. Well, that battlefield's gonna cause us a heap of trouble.
If they do, you know who to contact. Meanwhile, Claire, Volker, names ring a bell?
I don't know him. Though I did hear our herbalist Tamira mention a Claire once. Same one, maybe? Your reward, Master Witcher. The gold I'd hid away for Mandy's dowry. Without you, she'd never have lived to wed. Now, let's hope for it, at least.
Oh.
At this point, doubt I'll ever marry. You keep the coin from Mandy, her wedding. Raise a toast to my health then.
Thank you, Master Witcher. Them's warm words. You've a good heart. But I can't let you go empty-handed. Take this, at least. For luck.
As usual, I'm pretty much never going to accept cash rewards if I can avoid it. Because, I don't know, reasons.
These poor people.
Okay. I believe there's like a bonus thing that if we find the herbalist around here.
Right, right. I was going to ask about the herbalist.
So...
She has to be in one of these houses.
I think it might be this one. I don't rightly remember. If anybody else does know, that'd be lovely.
Oh, we can pay everyone in town a visit.
Yeah.
I almost expected you to have accidentally jumped on his face.
I mean, happens.
It's raining, it's pouring, and Bromir's snoring. He bumped his head
Maybe
when he went to bed and went
it's
to
over.
bed in the
No.
morning.
I honestly have.
What do you say?
Just try some houses.
Most of them don't even let you inside.
You're never to sing that rhyme again. Never. You're not to play.
Like, I found it. When I played this on my own.
Maybe you could also inquire with peasant. I see a number of houses have fires
Freak.
inside them, so those would be the ones that I would check.
Yeah, well, it wouldn't be this one.
Ah.
Herbalist is marked on the map. Don't know if you have to unlock her first. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
We might just have to go past
Looking for
the
trouble.
house. Because we've got this, but it could... Oh, maybe it's like one of these.
She
'Cause-
could be living off on her own. Who
Yeah,
knows?
because there are a couple of, like, side ones. And houses. Let's go up there, I guess. And see if that works. Roach? Oh.
It might take Roach a while to
Roach
get
is
to.
over there and stuck. Let's just hoof it. Call Roach once we're off the map. Okay, here we go. There we go. Stop teleporting, horse. Excuse me, town people. I swear, Roach actually does veer for people. Like, I try and avoid running people over, and Roach is just like, hey, guess what? Bump. People are like, watch it. This looks...
That one looks like it's
This one looks to
desiccated, it's gone.
destroy.
A lot of
Hey
Well-
things.
there.
This doesn't have what we're looking for, but it's got a quest. Which has a thirst for blood. Which has a thirst for peasant flesh. Oh, a woman here.
Lost your key, ma'am?
No, not me key. Me pan. It's always sat there empty, this hut. That is, till the night afore the battle. A man arrived. Walked right in like 'twere his own. Was standing at me window, peering at the goings on. He must avoid me, 'cause next I knew, there he was, coming my way. So, I grabbed me pan for protection, see? But he just asks all polite, Gran, got any birch bark by chance? Lilac berries or even a few coals? Nay, says I. And you must be right daft to pester folk at night with such foolery. But I sees he ain't listening. Just staring at me pan like a magpie at a copper. Lend it to me, Gran. I'll give it back come morn. I was right baffled for what's he doing, frying in the dark. But I've got a soft heart, so I gave it to him.
Okay, yeah, then what happened?
Interesting. What happened then?
Afore dawn, another rode up to the hut. But come morn, only the first fella left. Locked the door, hopped on his horse, and that were all I saw of him. And me pan. 'Twere old, black with soot, not worth much, I suppose, but I've no other. Will you help me, dearie? Bring an old widower pan. I could never break down that door myself. And in truth, I'm afeard to go in any road. Such a stench wafting out. Methinks the other fellow, well, that he's lying there.
Interesting. I noticed that many of the characters in this series use any road
Yeah,
rather than any way.
I like it.
I suppose any way, I suppose they mean the same thing, a way or a road.
It's
But-
a nice kind of alternate way of saying things.
Never taken on a pan contract. Fine, I'll go in, look around. You should wait here, just in case.
Okay, so we can use Ard.
Now it's telling about the quick access menu first.
Where's the man that was supposed to be left behind? Oh, you can ignite that. Is he dead? Or just drunk?
Oh no, there is a man there.
Or hit over
A
the head with
corpse.
the pan?
Explains the stench.
Ew.
Frying pan, spick and span.
Like that.
Trying. Little awkward. Diagrams to craftsmen with the proper skills to have them craft the item for you. Well, found the frying pan.
Ah, the priceless frying pan. Scrubbed clean. Looks like the mystery man didn't need the pan so much as the soot off it to make ink, write letters.
Oh. What did the letter
What's
say?
that, dearie?
Nothing. Documents, almost entirely burnt. A few pieces still legible.
When you arranged to meet, you effing show up. I did, risking my life, an entire blasted operation, and up standing here with my plowing cock in my hands, waiting for nothing. I thought the Nilfgaardian army was better organized than that, but you... tell that blessed Lord General of yours that me and my companions don't hold grudges, so we won't break off negotiations, but since our old plan's gone tits up, this time we'll choose the time and place for the next meeting.
But when
You
I
mean
gab
belly
to
up,
myself,
right?
They say I'm going barmy.
I mean, tits up is also a valid thing.
Cracked monocle. Interesting.
Found the pan, have ye?
Yes.
His
Lord.
throat. He was garroted. And some old scars. Kinda soldier might have.
Found the pan, have ye?
Lady, just chill.
Here, your frying pan.
Mine? But mine were black with soot. And I could see myself in this one if I wanted. But them years are past.
It was the soot the man needed. He scraped it off to make ink. Must have had an urgent letter to write. Urgently burned some other documents too.
And the other fellow?
Dead. Round up a few boys and bury him outside the village. Deep, so the necrophages don't dig him up. And take my advice. Don't mention this to the Nilfgaardians.
Hang about. You've earned a token of thanks. Here, sonny, for the road.
What'd you get?
Fry up a nice white fish for supper. Or a pie.
Unsure. Let's save real quick. Looks like there's a bunch of not goods around here.
So you got experience
Wolves.
points.
Okay. Igni.
Ugly bastard.
look, there's a soldier. Are they coming to help?
Kinda.
Yeah.
They kinda help. Okay. I think they've been clearing these out. Oh. Oh, the wolves killed a bunch of rabbits.
Oh, left their corpses behind.
Well, that helps, so I don't have to hunt any rabbits. I just have to pick up after the wolves.
So we still need to find the herbalist's hovel. Wherever that would be.
Yeah, I haven't found that yet. Whoop.
Time to end this.
There we go. Yeah, parrying is real weird in this game. Yeah, movement, too. It's just clunky enough to feel off-kilter always. Okay. Yeah, I haven't found the herbalist hut yet.
What's this X?
X's are dead rabbits.
Oh.
The wolves are not particularly clean about their kills.
Oh, there's more of them. A whole pack.
More wolves,
Why-
eh?
No, that's a ward that leads them. More than just a wolf.
Okay, well, not much of a pack when it's all on fire.
Die.
I think I'm gonna just level up my fire. We're just going to be a pyromaniac. But yeah, I don't have a whole lot of opportunities for EXP, and so I figure fighting wolves. Are you getting tired?
It's just... You just seem to be venturing out into the wilderness and
I just saw things to fight for a bit. I need practice, otherwise I'm just gonna get wrecked by ghosts again, and you're gonna be like, no.
Unless any of these...
This might be the herbalist, so I'm gonna head this way.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm not just going to be fighting random critters for the sake of it. I don't need to do that. But if there are random critters in my path that are nearby, I will fight them.
You sought out that one wolf pack.
Well, actually, what I was doing was I was seeking out rabbit corpses that were just sitting around on the
Ooh,
ground.
that looked like something was flayed or someone. Do you see that in the middle of the road?
Here?
Back.
Oh, yeah.
Looked like, an arm. Part
That's
of
a
her...
full-on arm.
Yep.
Well, the wolves out here are...
They're quite menacing, and they're killing deer, too.
And I thought you'd be gung-ho about wrecking wolves that are eating your precious deer. Eating your precious deer. Waste not, want not. Holy crap, there's deer.
Wait,
oh my god!
something out there. Or someone. Yeah, those look like ghouls.
Ooh. Yeah, these are the little, like, neckers.
Why do they jump through your neck?
Shit.
Yeah, there's too many of them.
Run,
You also
Geralt.
haven't been good about making potions or drinking anything.
Well, we don't have the materials for it yet.
They're not going to pursue you. You better watch out.
I don't know what the...
Also, it's more ghouls in the
Yep.
village. Or in that
I don't think
particular
that's a
area.
village.
Okay, fine. An offshoot, a homestead that's been
Wrecked?
ransacked.
Yeah.
And maybe the people weren't buried properly, so the creatures have devoured them or bolstered their ranks.
Oh, you can change the movement to be more arcadey in the options. Oh, thank you. Let's see, would it be gameplay? Movement response. Oh, was I on an alternative?
Oh, okay.
By accident? Whoopsie.
That feels better.
I am unsure if it feels better. Okay. So, instead of just wandering aimlessly, let us examine the world. Where? Oh. Well, I'm just on a journey to places unknown. I guess I should probably save before I just... I should probably save. It takes a little bit before you can actually save. Weird.
Mm-hmm.
Well, what exists out here? More neckers?
Ooh.
Magic. A place of power. Come on.
A wraith. This would have been a good time to have collected enough flowers, or for that one potion.
Let's see. We don't like Earden. Unless I'm mistaken. Okay, there it goes. Oh, we get a bunch
Wraith
of goodies.
mutagen.
And I believe this is like a permanent... Yeah, there we go. Ability point. Let's see. When you have gained a certain amount of experience points, you advance to the next level. You get EXP for killing monsters, completing quests. You receive ability points every time you gain a level. Use them on new abilities to improve the ones you already have.
So, character ability groups and then a mutagen one?
Mm-hmm. Character development abilities developed by pressing X. Well,
You don't want to meditate right now.
okay. What I wanted to do... There we go. Combat signs, alchemy, general, and mutagens.
Huh. Vitality regenerates by an additional 10 points per second when not in combat, and at night,
It's stamina.
it's 1 point during combat.
So different armor things, different... There's a lot here. Dang. Let's see. Crossbows do more damage.
You haven't used your crossbow yet, though.
I don't know if I have one.
You do. You have some bolts, too, in your
Oh.
inventory.
I'll have to look that up then. Max inventory weight increased by 60.
Mm.
My max inventory is in the top left.
Mm-hmm. Yes. Must have a bag of holding on hand, don't you?
Mm-hmm. Oh. Can I just activate these?
Well, that helps your health.
Yep. Okay, so what is this?
So that's what you can create.
Oh, so
your
we already have
potions.
those. So, potion overdose threshold. Blade oils. Time is slowed further when aiming bombs. Every known level 1 alchemy formula increases maximum toxicity by 1. Toxicity is above 0. Time automatically slows when an enemy is about to perform a counterattack. Well, I should remember to use Ard more often. Ooh! And by leveling these up, it increases my stamina regen.
Mm-hmm.
So, damage dealt by Igni permanently weakens enemy armor. Sign duration. When pushes back enemies when it breaks. Target does not move towards Geralt while he's casting Axii. I think I'm just going to invest in fire for the time being. As...
You enjoy the magic signs, yeah.
Yeah, so the first time I played this game, I was trying to treat it as like a full melee game. Like, I almost never touched magic.
My favorite archetype in any fantasy RPG is always the blade mage or the swords spell mage. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Someone that is competent at melee combat but uses magic either in the fray, like in the midst of battle, or as a means to augment your blades or your attacks and such.
Not a lot of games do swords mage well. It's usually kind of this, like, mid-tier school, if that makes sense, where it's kind of, like, not good at one or the other. It's something I've always been kind of grumpy at Dungeons & Dragons for. Because there's never been a good swords mage type class. There's like war mages, but what it is
Well,
like...
what about blade sworn warlocks? You know, like pact blade.
You know, they,
You know what I mean?
they didn't really feel like it was much of a swords mage, though. It really felt like it was more of a, hey, you're a warlock that just has a sword. There was
A
very...
special sword.
Yeah, there was very little that actually... I guess the only thing that you could do is just use your weapon to do an Eldritch Blast, which, like, had some benefits, but half the time...
There are the sword bards now in 5th edition and such.
Can't save the game now. Go figure. What the hell are these things? Oh,
Deserters.
Ow.
Kill if you love the gods!
Mistake. Shit.
You're dead!
I do wonder if among one of these deserters there's one that smells like the latrine. Not that I'd want to help the Milk Guardians anyway.
Okay, I think we've got an archer or two here. Okay, so I cannot deflect arrows.
Poor son!
There we go. In the same way that...
That Cavil's Geralt did.
Yeah, maybe I can eventually, but still. Oh, I love the fact that I automatically loot things. That is by and far my favorite mod right now. Which is straight up just like, hey, look! Oh, hi? What?
Oh, a killer whale? Did you accidentally kill that guy? Or is he already dead? Or is he still alive? But still.
Unsure.
Oh, come on.
So a warg is probably hardier than a
Yep.
normal wolf. But they don't seem to be creatures of magic, are they?
No,
They're
they
still
just seem
just
like
beasts.
greater wolves. And nothing more.
Can you talk, or is the guy that's shackled truly dead? Did you kill him?
I'm pretty sure I didn't kill him. He looks like he died a long time ago. If I killed him, he would have at least screamed or something.
What's this? You're hearing something?
What's this? Oh shit, bees!
Bees!
Okay, so the answer is don't piss off bees. Witchers are weak to bees.
But what's that in the distance?
Oh, well, let's go for this. My assumption?
What were those sounds?
Yeah,
More of those.
those are probably more wolves. Yeah, look at them moving around.
Yeah.
Actually, I think it's just living things in general. It might not necessarily be wolves. Good way to find creatures that I'm trying to track, but, like, probably don't want to just, like, track down random things to fight.
I
Unless
sometimes find the pommel of Geralt's one sword distracting.
the fact that it's just a flat circle.
Geralt. Is it Geralt or Geralt?
Geralt.
Geralt?
I
Okay,
believe
I'll
so.
remember that in the future.
Whoa, Master Witcher!
More of a g sound.